Well, Chips replaced our advertised programme, The Big Match, which we weren't able to bring you, but we hope that you enjoyed Chips. Now look ahead to tomorrow night on Tyne Tees when Blockbusters comes in at the new time of 5:15. That's Blockbusters, the teenage quiz for everybody in the family, in fact, introduced by Bob Holness at the brand new time of 5:15 tomorrow. Next on Tyne Tees, it's our Sunday matinee. It stars John Wayne and James Stewart, the man who shot Liberty Valance.
What ho, Jeeves!
Anything wrong, sir?
Just practicing, must keep up with the times, you know.
Hence the Croft original, sir.
Did follow you, Jeeves.
I was about to observe, sir, that from time immemorial cream sherries have had a somewhat dark brown aspect. But now, Croft original, with its light, delicate hue, has become
The absolute thing, Jeeves. Just like my dancing.
Ah, you were dancing, sir.
What did you think I was doing, Jeeves?
I assumed, sir, that a wasp had flown up your trouser leg.
Croft Original Pale Cream Sherry. One instinctively knows when something is right.
The Two Musketeers would probably have made a rather short story. But there were three, and trios are always better than duos.
On the one hand, there's crunchy biscuit. On the other, they're thick and chocolatey. And on the other, there's a smooth toffee flavor filling.
When duo won't duo, have a trio.
Come into DER. Try on new TVs or a video.
You can have a go. Press the button and see what happens. DER. The people who invite you into play.
What do you think you're playing at, Barbarolli?
Tomorrow's world is here for you today. Come and play.
Scratch beneath the surface of almost any pub and you'll find the Guinness, otherwise ordinary people who quite simply have gone too long between Guinnesses. We persuaded two of them to talk to us. And for our purposes, let's call them George and Colin. Tom, how long have you been Guinness?
We've both been Guinness now for best part of a fortnight.
Yeah, fortnight, yeah. But you do like Guinness?
Now you mention it, yeah.
So, okay, Dave, why don't you order 2 pints of Guinness? Can you do that?
Oh, now?
Yes.
2 pints of Guinness, please.
Shall we try one together? What do you think now?
I've forgotten just how sublimely smooth one was. This past fortnight's been a cultural vacuum for me.
If you think you can help people like George and Colin, and Tom and Dave to rediscover the unique experience of a Guinness, then join us.
You see, the trouble with you Brits, Charles, is you let other countries profit from your best ideas. Ah, learn a lesson from us Yanks, Charles. Look at the credit card. We invented it. Now it's universal.
We don't take this card, sir.
What?
No, sir.
Well, you take this one, don't you?
No, sir.
Have this one on me, Irving. And Barclaycard.
Barclaycard is welcome in 3 times as many places in Britain as either of Irving's 2 American cards.
Another brandy, I think.
The same is true of the States and the rest of the world.
What's happening to Wall's pork sausages? They're as full of prime pork as ever, and they're only 85p a pack during Wall's bargain time.
Well, I hope that you're enjoying your Sunday afternoon viewing on Tyne Tees and that you'll stay with us. The strong winds we're having at the moment will increase to gale force in many parts. In fact, they may be up to 60 miles per hour in some parts of our region, and there may be some structural damage in parts as well, so do be warned. Don't forget, at 5:32 this afternoon, we take another voyage to the bottom of the sea with Richard Basehart. But now it's time for our Sunday matinee, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
We can print it, we can copy it. We're on the ball. If you've got a printing problem, we can do it all. Prontaprint it, Prontaprint it. For printing style with a smile from beginning to end. We're your high-speed, big value printing friend. Prontaprint it, Prontaprint it. Get it to Prontaprint.
If you imagine this is your car, then this is a motorcycle. It's easy to see other cars, but because a motorcycle is a third of the width of a car, it's very hard to see, but it's dead easy to hurt. And that's why, at junctions, I'm asking you to give a second thought for bikes. Stop, think once for cars, then think again for bikes. If you want to avoid this, think once, think twice, think bike.
I like a game of snooker, I like to take a dip. I like to ride my bicycle, I do enjoy a kip. On the strawberry yoghurt and chewy sweets are fun. Yogo is two of my favourite things in one. I like a spot of gardening, I like a double bass. I think the cats are very nice and dogs are really ace. On the strawberry yoghurt and chewy sweets are fun. Yogo is two of my favourite things in one.
When Searle began developing a low-calorie sweetener with no aftertaste, they discovered nature already had the key ingredients. The trick was copying them, and then binding them together. The breakthrough was Canderel. Canderel is the first low-calorie sweetener made from ingredients that occur naturally. Canderel has no saccharin, no aftertaste, just like sugar. New Canderel, the revolutionary low-calorie sweetener.
For perfect chicken in white wine, take chicken pieces and a can of Homepride white wine with cream cook-in sauce. Then let the green peppers and cream, the wine herbs and spices cook slowly into the meat and effecte transformation. Turning plain chicken into chicken in white wine à la cook-in sauce. Cook-in flavor with cook-in sauces from Homepride, of course. Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the shower.
Porky's too, the next day.
When everything matters, Datapost collect regular as clockwork. We guarantee next day delivery anywhere in Britain up to 27.5 kilos. Abroad, we'll get anything up to 15 kilos there. Fast. Call free phone Datapost for details. Datapost. It has the organization behind it.
A Bradford Bingley account could open the door to your very first home. The door to savings and security for your growing family. The door to a lifetime of profitable investment. At Bradford Bingley, we open more doors for you.
Look around you, Sid. What do you see?
Thistles.
Nature's gold enriching our lives. What but this sumptuous new Heinz golden vegetable soup could one possibly feast upon?
Thistles?
Delicious new golden chicken and veg, perhaps, or maybe new golden chicken and mushroom. The corn, the sunlight. What else is golden? Oh, yes. Silence.
Variety is the spice of Heinz.
The first performance isn't far away, and the strain's beginning to tell. Time for a rest and a refreshing Lucozade. Lucozade is glucose energy in the most natural form the body can take. Lucozade, the refreshing energy drink.
Diamond dip, dusty dip, Danny dip.
KP Choc Dips with over a dozen biscuit sticks.
Demon dipper, deacon dipper, down under dipper, Dr. Dipper.
KP Choc Dips. Dipping is gripping.
See a Magna dog disappear before your eyes. Make a Magna clown look funny and surprised. Then you can trace a rocket ship or any other comic strip to start again, just like the switch to Magna. creature turn his snout. Thing-a-ding-ding is a wonderful thing.
Magna Doodle and Thing-a-Ding-Ding, two creative toys from Ideal.
How could we at Walls possibly improve our sausages? They're still as meaty as ever. And what more could we add to our delicious hot pies? We've improved the pastry and they still have that rich, meaty filling. Well, now they're even better, with prices reduced on a whole range of sausages and pies during Walls Bargain Time.
Last year, Lucy Gray here changed her husband. Now she's having a husband-changing party. Don't blush. They're only changing them to Flora men. Flora's made with pure sunflower oil, and it's high in polyunsaturates, with a light, delicate taste men like. Change your husband to Flora, the margarine for men.
Who wants to be a millionaire?
I do.
What would you do if you won $1 million?
I'd pack up work.
I'd have a world cruise.
I'd buy a brewery.
Buy myself an island in the Caribbean.
A shopping spree to Paris.
I had freedom from the bank, I think.
Go crazy.
I think I would like a Ferrari.
I'd have a fantastic time, believe me.
Well, what would you do if you won $1 million? Check your Millionaires Club numbers every day in the Daily Express and Sunday Express.
I do, 'cause I want to be a millionaire.
To drum up a few new sinners, the gang and I have come up with these new Hellas bars.
We're rather proud of the name.
15 big chunks in every bar.
Fancy a bit of that.
And they only cost around 29 pence a bar.
Hellas, wickedness at a price you can afford. Things are changing at gas these days. Your average cooker is hardly average.
Another few pints won't do you any harm? Look.
1 pint of beer is equivalent to 1 double whiskey. So what would you say?
Even a pint or two at the wrong time can be dangerous. You know it. But did you know that the effects of a few too many at night can still be with you next morning? It can take 10 hours to get rid of the effects of just 5 pints of beer. Stick to 2 or 3 pints 2 or 3 times a week, and only when it's safe to enjoy them. Why spoil a good thing?
We all know Austin Rover is now on the road to success, but just why is Metro so popular? And why was the Maestro such an overnight success?
Undoubtedly, part of the answer is technology. I found car designers and computers working hand in hand. Massive machines creating body shells with pinpoint accuracy, along with one of Europe's most modern robot production lines that not only builds the cars, but tests them as well. This robot sniffer is checking that there are no leaks. Technology also helps develop the cars. This anechoic chamber is devoted to reducing engine and road noise. Performance in extreme weather conditions must also be understood, so Austin Rover create their own. It was minus 30 in there.
I find it very reassuring to see the technology that's going into Austin Rover cars, and it's even more reassuring when you drive them.
Had a pressing day? What you need's a good warm bath with Radox. When it comes to relaxation, there's no other word for it.
I'm trying out the best ever family cookery book. Hardback, full colour, with over 700 recipes including dining in style, delicious desserts, home baking and special meals for kids. And it's just $2.95 when you buy 2 extra bottles of milk, only from Milk Roundsman. OK, lads, all yours. The books. The best ever dairy book of family cookery. Only $2.95 when you buy 2 extra bottles of nice cold, ice cold milk.
Oh, and Kellogg's take golden gobs of corn and make their cornflakes the best you've ever bought. Oh, they are the ones that give your family 1/4 of these vitamins they need. There is iron too, and the sunshine taste, so it's smart to start with Kellogg's cornflakes. With Kellogg's cornflakes.
It's a good, good feeling.
Only natural ingredients and pure vegetable oils go into Blue Band, so there's a lot to feel good about. Blue Band, something to feel good about.
It's a good, good feeling.
Timeless styling. Tasteful interiors. 20th century technology. These are the ingredients of the new Ford Orion, a classically elegant little saloon. It combines front-wheel drive, perfect for a car its size, and all that's best in contemporary Ford engineering, with more comfort and standard equipment than any Ford its price has ever had. Ford Orion. GL. Gear. And gear with fuel injection. It's a modern variation on a classical theme.
Are you glad to be back in Devon, Leanne? Ben's got your favourite.
Rice pudding.
Not just rice pudding, our own Devon rice pudding made with full cream Devon milk.
He knows what's good for him.
Ambrosia creamed rice. The one with the taste and goodness of full cream Devon milk.
Quality, quality, quality street. Quality, quality, quality street. The fun will come with the big, big drum. All the fun of the share.
For an Elvis imitator and his frenzied syncopator are gatters on a plateau of good taste. There's a pride in every cake that lions bake. Even Brahms aboard a boat in a place that's quite remote leaves the feeling that there's not a crumb to waste. There's a pride in every cake that lions bake. And in hotels way out west, there's debate between the guests which particular Sunday tastes the best. We take a pride in every cake we bake.
Secret of relaxation. A good warm bath and Radox. There's no other word for it.
People who order a pint of Taunton dry blackthorn cider always pause before they drink it. Maybe out of respect for a cider matured in oak vats, or is it the refreshing dry taste? Truth is, no one really knows why they pause, but people all over the country are doing it.
Taunton dry blackthorn cider. Enjoyed wherever the cider maker's art is still recognized.
Thought about becoming a volunteer? On Wednesday, the 26th of October, dozens of organisations looking for volunteers will be at Dunelm House, New Elvet, Durham City, from 11 until 4. Come and talk about the possibilities. It could be full-time work, or just a few hours a week. It could be in Durham, elsewhere in Britain or overseas. Remember, Wednesday, 26th of October, Dunelm House, New Elvet, Durham, from 11 until 4.
And now the latest Northeast News headlines. Good afternoon. Police hunting for a missing County Durham woman this afternoon discovered the body of her next-door neighbour. John Willis, aged 38, of Neptune Street in Seaham, was found in a derelict building near Seaham Hall after lunchtime today. Police say he had died from gunshot wounds, but they're not seeking anyone else in connection with his death. However, they're becoming increasingly concerned for the safety of Mrs. Susan Lennox, who's been missing from home since October the 5th. Large areas of North Yorkshire have been left without electricity as 60-mile-an-hour gales have swept across the region. More than 40 engineers are out trying to restore power to hundreds of homes. The worst hit areas are near Whitby, in Wensleydale, and between York and Thirsk. For many families, Sunday lunch came rather late. The electricity board said that trees were being blown onto power lines, cutting supplies. Meanwhile, 3 women are still in hospital after being hurt when a village hall roof collapsed during the gales at Mickleby near Whitby. Elsewhere, the Red Hoof Bridge over the Tyne was closed to all high-sided vehicles because of dangerous crosswinds. With some roads also flooded by the heavy rain, the weathermen say that the gales will gradually decrease tonight and tomorrow, and that the showers will die overnight. 2 men are in hospital with stab wounds after they tried to break up a pub brawl in Sunderland. Northumbria police say the incident happened shortly before closing time last night at the Dolphin pub in Farringdon, and they're seeking witnesses. The 2 men tried to separate another 2 men who were fighting and received stab wounds which are not serious. 1 man is helping police with inquiries. A peace campaign is being planned in North Yorkshire, similar to the one at Greenham Common Base. Campaigners say they'll set up tents outside the Home Office Civil Defence College at Easingwell near York in 9 days' time until after Christmas. Councillors and other officials are being trained at the college for the aftermath in the event of nuclear war. Senior officials at Durham County Council are preparing spending cuts of £5 million to keep in line with government requirements. A report will go to the county's Finance Committee tomorrow, saying that unknown factors, including pay awards and inflation, will have an influence on where the cuts will be made. Children in deprived inner-city areas of Tyneside are being given priority by the City Council. 4 recreation schemes costing nearly £700,000 are being planned, 2 in the West End and another 2 in the East End. Schools throughout County Durham have been sent a booklet warning teachers of the danger signs involving glue sniffing. The problem is said to be widespread in the county. The information drawn up by police also outlines emergency treatment that can be given to sufferers. More people than ever before are complaining about shoddy goods and sharp trading throughout Tyne and Wear. Officials have dealt with almost 23,000 complaints in the past year, and that's an increase of more than 20%. Football and victory for Newcastle and their patient fans this afternoon in the delayed 2nd Division match at Swansea. The game was postponed for 24 hours yesterday when the Vetch field was waterlogged, and many Newcastle fans stayed in South Wales overnight, some sleeping rough for the club's first ever Sunday match, and they were well rewarded. After 5 minutes, Kenny Wharton gave Newcastle the lead, which they held until half-time. Late in the second half, Swansea equalised, but within a minute, David Mills put Newcastle back in front with a header from McDermott's cross. Well, the score stayed at 2-1, and that keeps Newcastle in a challenging 4th place in the league. That's level 20 points with Chelsea. The Newcastle squad intend to stay in Wales for Wednesday's match at Cardiff, but do spare a thought for the Newcastle supporters who've missed the train and the bus and who have to hitchhike home tonight. The best of luck to them. We'll stand now for our next programme on Tyne Tees this Sunday afternoon. It's another in our series, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea.